Thank you, Kelly. Thanks for the introduction. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to you from here in England, United Kingdom. It's a great pleasure and honour to be able to do this presentation to you this morning to explain how COMEC and convergeone have worked together very closely now for nearly 4 years, and to highlight the opportunity to you that's available to you for sales throughout Europe and the European Union. Let me tell you a little bit about COMEC. COMEC was established in 1992. Trevor Grove and Martin Rowley, the guys that started the business and still today current owners of the business. And in 1995, COMEC signed as a partner with AT&T, specialising in the enterprise product range, the Definity products as you would have known it then. And of course, that's gone on to become Avaya and the communication manager enterprise portfolio that we work on today. COMEC operates with a similar philosophy to convergeone, and we strive to provide the best customer experience. This synergy was instrumental when in 2012 COMEC signed the International Business Partner Agreement to work with NACR, or convergeone as you now are. As salespeople, I'm sure you'd think nothing if you lived in Boston of selling and installing a system in Portland, Oregon, for example. So what is it that stops you from selling a system to be installed in London, or Amsterdam in the Netherlands, or Frankfurt in Germany? Well, actually, nothing. Let me give you some key facts about Europe and the European Union. There's 28 member states within Europe, and they operate with 11 currencies and 23 different languages. The opportunity within Europe is huge. The marketplace in Europe is considerably larger than in the US. The United States has a population of 309 million people. Europe is 508 million. The GDP, gross domestic product or income, for the United States last year was $17 trillion. Europe is $19 trillion. And that opportunity within Europe is focused in an area that's half the size of the United States. So why isn't this massive opportunity in Europe being fully exploited? We looked into this and found that traditionally the US business partner had formed a working relationship, a business partnership with the Avaya partner in the country they wanted to trade in. And typically this relationship worked well for 3 or 4 months, maybe for 1 or 2 deals, but inevitably it would start to fall apart. We wanted to understand why, to make sure that COMEC could avoid the same fate and to ensure that we could provide you with the right service that was relevant. And the solution to all of this turned out to be really simple. So you've got an opportunity in Frankfurt, Germany, and typically what would have happened before is you'd go on avaya.com, you'd find a German business partner, you'd pick up the phone and you'd talk to Klaus, the manager. You'd explain what it was you were wanting to do, the system that you wanted to install, run through the details, and you'd come to an agreement with Klaus that the profit would be split 50-50 and Klaus would use his engineers to install that system for you in Frankfurt. So the first problem that you come across is that although Klaus talks good English, his technical team don't. And this is going to cause issues for you because of the interaction required between his technical team and your project management and technical team in the US that are going to be doing the configuration of that system. And a bigger problem comes at a later date when you get the feeling that your customer isn't getting the level of customer service that they should expect and that of course they've got used to from convergeone. And the reason for this again is fairly simple. Klaus is running a business, and if he has issues with his own customers, he diverts the resources to look after that side of his business rather than looking after your customer. And typically this is why these relationships with business partners in Europe tended to fall apart within a few months. From understanding what typically went wrong for convergeone when working with the international business partner, COMEC adapted and changed our company ethos. COMEC focus on convergeone as our customer, and we understand that to keep convergeone happy, we have to keep convergeone's customers happy. COMEC morphed from a traditional sales company with a sales team, a telesales team, into a technically focused and driven company. We have additional technical resource, enhanced expertise in the technical area, and this is what's led to the successful relationship between COMEC and convergeone over the last 4 years, and has built the foundation for us to continue that success into the future. COMEC install in all 28 member states of Europe, and most importantly, COMEC does not subcontract the installation. This means for your customer with 10 sites to deploy throughout the European Union, they will always receive the same level of customer service, and if required, all of the systems will be installed and configured in exactly the same way. This is where COMEC are absolutely unique. There is no other company that installs Avaya and Cisco solutions throughout all 28 member states of Europe. Now, how great is that? So let's say you're with your customer and he says, I have 5 LSPs that I'd like to be deployed throughout Europe. I've got London, Paris, Madrid, Oslo and Frankfurt. How are you guys at convergeone going to deal with that? And you say, I've got the perfect solution. That'll be COMEC, 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 COMEC and COMEC. We've worked with these guys for 4 years, and if they weren't up to our exacting standards, we would have binned them years ago. How about you're with your customer and they tell you they've 15 sites throughout Europe that they'd like to upgrade? How will convergeone deal with that? And you can tell them convergeone and COMEC have completed several multi-site rollouts throughout Europe, and we can provide references from the American companies where we've completed those projects. Here's a slide with some customers where COMEC have successfully completed projects in Europe. And of course, these are all American companies that you guys know and that, importantly, your customers know. What's the process of dealing with COMEC? Well, it's simple and easy. In fact, it's like dealing with convergeone, but better. You're going to meet with your customer, assess their needs, and then with a member of convergeone, you're going to produce a design. You send those design files to me, and typically within 48 hours, I'll turn that design into a European quotation, which I'll return to you, and that's all based in dollars. I then send the quotation to you in a format similar to the one that you can view on the screen now. And as you'll see, there's list price and the price to you convergeone from COMEC, all in US dollars. I can also give you a competitive advantage because we'll provide you with advice on European taxation and European VAT, which a lot of your competitors won't understand. To proceed with the sale, you obtain the order on convergeone paperwork as you normally would. You then use an international addendum to the master sales agreement to assign the project or the European element of that project to COMEC, and we take care of the rest. If you've got any queries about the international addendum or how that works, please of course reach out to myself or talk to your colleague and mine, Kelly Knowles, who I'm sure will be delighted to assist you. On receipt of the assigned order, a COMEC project manager is allocated and a purchase order will be sent to you for the international transaction fee, which is your profit on the European installation. Very importantly, within 48 hours of COMEC receiving funds for that work once completed, we'll have paid that profit back to convergeone by bank transfer. Let me briefly summarise what we've covered today. COMEC is an authorised international business partner of convergeone, and we've worked together closely for 4 years. A key point of this is that we consistently deliver to the high standards expected by convergeone and convergeone's customers, and this is demonstrated by this being our 4th year. We are unique. There's no other company that installs Avaya and Cisco solutions in all 28 member states of Europe. That's fantastic news for your customers. On every installation, they'll get the same technical team, the same project management team, and even better still, they'll be able to talk in English. Thank you all very much indeed for your time today. It's been a great pleasure to provide this presentation to you all, and I really look forward to working with you in the future. Thank you.